Hey everyone, myself Shan Banerjee and I'm again back with my economics class. But today's one is a combi pack. It's actually a compact video regarding class 9 students as well as regarding class 10 students. I guess you can see there in the board, I've already written class 9 and that part I've segregated for class 10. So as you all know that we are in the phase of quarantine, we are maintaining the social distancing, we have been there aloof from the society for a long while and we are all working from home. Thus, there is some activities as well as some project work that I must give to class 9 and to class 10 students. Now, a week before, we got an academic calendar as a circular from CBSE and that academic calendar that is there circulated from CBSE had helped us to get some idea about different type of quarantine activities. So as we are there in the quarantine, I must suggest all my viewers there, those who are there in class 9 as well as those who are there in class 10, to take out a piece of paper or to take out an economics copy, just short it out what I tell you, what you need to do, and you need to submit that when the situation gets normalized to your respective schools. So the first topic of discussion is about the activity that the students of class 9 is going to do. The first activity that the students of class 9 is going to do is, you're all getting your parents nowadays, right? So your elders, your parents, your mom and dad is giving much more time to all of you, as because they would have never given the time before. No, I'm not telling that they are not giving you the time, but they would have not given you the time much if this lockdown would have never been taking place. So you are getting a great chance to get to your mom and dad. You're getting the guidance so regularly. So now I request all of you to discuss about some production activities or the types of production or the different production activities that you come to see in your locality. You might be getting some problem. So during that particular time, you need to sit with your parents and discuss about this type of production as well as the production activities that is taking place in your locality. That is the first work that you need to do. Now, the second work that you will also need to do, or the second activity that you need to conduct is, the next one is, I guess you can already see what I have written here. You need to collect the details of the factors of production. I have already completed few of the discussion of the factors of production from my previous videos. If you have still not subscribed my channel, please don't forget to subscribe that so that you can understand the factors of production in a very detail. So there are 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital as well as entrepreneur. So land, labor, capital as well as entrepreneur, as these 4 are the 4 factors of production. It is your task to find out that as there are many sectors in our economy, basically primary, secondary and tertiary, if we only consider the primary sector. Now in this primary sector, if I categorize that into different parts, and if I tell that the primary sector comprises of the agricultural activities, it comprises of the cattle rearing, the pisciculture, the fishing, it might also comprise of the quarrying or the mining. There are many such activities. Out of all those activities, what I'm just giving you an example in our discussion, you just check out that the number of land that is there used for this particular activity, the number of laborers that is used for this activity, the approximate amount of capital that is raised to start this activity, and who are the entrepreneurs that are dealing with these activities. Is there any entrepreneur or not? That is all your discussion. But to get all this information about the different sectors and the allocation of land, labor and capital, in it you need the help of magazines, you might need the help of internet as a main source nowadays, as well as you also may need the help of the foremost help, that is your elders. So I request all of you to get the information from the newspaper, the magazine, the internet as well as your elders to segregate the land, labor, capital and the entrepreneur in different sectors in our country, so that I can get an approximate value of the number of laborers working in primary sector, the approximate value of the number of laborers working in the secondary and tertiary respectively. So I would like to see how you segregate and what is the percentage of segregation that you are making from different sources. Be very particular in writing the sources after you complete this activity. Now back to this activity. I would like to suggest you to do this activity there in your A4 size page. I guess channel 5 is very easy. But now, as channel file is not there, as A4 page is not there, you will need to write that afterwards. If you don't have any of these activities, any of these particular utensils or essentials in your house, then I must suggest you to write or to type that in your computer and make a Word file in segregating and doing entire thing in a very good manner, and keep that soft copy. Only when whenever the situation gets normalized, when your school gets started once again, please do get that soft copy and give it to your respective teacher. Right? The next one is about class 10. Yes. After a long while, I'm talking about class 10. Yes. So now I guess class 10 CBSE students are very much acquainted that from the last year onwards, there are some changes that have taken place in your board. As you all know, we are having history, civics, geography as well as economics. These four subjects, each carrying 20 marks, is there as your 80 marks as a whole pen and paper test. The rest 20 marks is there in your project. In your project file that you need to do. Basically, that's actually not the entire 20 marks that is there. There is only 5 marks that has been allotted for the project activity that you need to submit from economics part. Not from history, not from civics, not from geography. Only from economics. Basically, it was thought the last time the circular came from the board, we have seen that it was a consumer right chapter, the last chapter what is there in your book. From their consumer rights, from that particular consumer right, one project we need to do, or we were doing the last year from this economics part that actually consists of 5 marks. And out of the 5 marks also your project consists of few marks, and your oral and as well as your viva also consists of few marks. But now, as you all know, we are all affected due to this COVID-19. And out of these COVID-19's drastic pandemic situation that the entire globe is facing, you, me, every one of us is in quarantine. We are there locked in our homes. We are there actually inside our home and waiting for that particular ray of hope. Right? We are all expecting that when the situation will get normalized. But the studies are still on. Your online classes are still going. You are still watching my video. You are still thinking of subscribing my channel. So please do keep in your mind that whenever we need to understand about the project discussion, this time in this academic calendar that was being circulated the last week, we have come across a topic that is we need to give you as soon as possible a quarantine task. And the quarantine task is not like the activity of class 9. It is actually like the project that you need to complete that was taught as a last year in the last chapter. So this time, I guess you have already completed the first chapter of class 10's economics CBSE. First chapter was economic development. So growth and development, this growth and development concept is all known to you. This growth and developments chapter is known to you. Now the entire project activity is not only based on this growth and development, it is actually based on all the respective chapters. They are all interconnected and are very well placed by CBSE. Now, the project that you need to do in this time or in this year, in this pandemic quarantine situation is, you need to write a project or you need to complete a project on the socio-economic impact. The socio-economic impact of COVID-19. I'm repeating my topic. It is, I guess I should make you understand, you should focus here. Please, while writing, you should focus here. It's written already. A project on socio-economic impact of the pandemic COVID-19. So I guess you all know that the COVID-19, the coronavirus, have been there in our country for the last few months, and our government is trying its best to actually compete with that particular virus. We are continuously striving throughout the world to start and to make or to invent an antidote. And as the situation had now become a pandemic situation, now how this pandemic situation has have created some social as well as some economic, there is some social as well as some economic impact. Socio-economic impact of this pandemic COVID-19. Out of this entire project, one topic is very much unknown to you, pandemic. So what is this term pandemic? Basically, when the epidemic that is confined to a particular country moves in a very rapid manner and completely engulf the whole world, we call the situation as pandemic. So when the rate of epidemic increases at a faster rate and engulf many countries, engulf the entire globe, we call the situation as pandemic situation. So thus, this COVID-19 virus, which is very, very dangerous and which is actually the reason why you, me and everyone is there in the lockdown situation, what impact will it actually have in society as well as in the entire economy? Your project should be not only confined to our country, your project should be discussed in our country, that is locally as well as internationally. So our topic of discussion is not only confined to only India, it should be discussed by keeping in mind the entire globe, the entire world. So basically, what you need to actually write and what you need to do. I guess you all know that the COVID-19, which has been there from Wuhan and China and is now spread throughout the entire world. You just need to understand how the society and how the economy is having an impact. Now, economy is that particular area where economic activities takes place. Economic activities, example, production and consumption. So you consider any area where production and consumption takes place as what? As economy. So India is an economy, America is an economy, China is an economy. So every countries are basically an economy. Now each economy due to this COVID-19 have had a very negative impact on its entire social structure as well as on the entire economic structure. If I talk about the farmers, the poor marginal farmers, those downtrodden poor marginal farmers are the worst affected class of people due to this COVID-19. Due to this COVID-19, as we are all there in the lockdown, our entire aggregate demand throughout our country had reduced a lot. You, me are not going to the market. We are going to the market only to buy the necessary item. Most of the production houses has been closed. Most of the people, those who are working in different private production houses, are now completely out of their work. And I guess you all know the out of the work means out of the payment. That means they are ill paid. They are ill paid in this situation. So they are ill paid as well as they are ill paid in this situation. The country is running on in a worse situation nowadays. We are actually, according to economics, consider the situation as a recessionary situation. But still, as you are in class 10, it's not good enough to move on to this discussion of recession. We just change our topic of discussion and go that how the society has an impact. Basically, as I have talked that different production houses have stopped. So most of the production houses are being there dependent on the agro-based industry, dependent on the agriculture as a raw material. So most of the agro-based industries which are dependent on the agriculture, as because this COVID-19 has been there throughout the country and the country is facing a lockdown, and in this quarantine time, the transportation and communication has been sealed. Most of the states are there in the red zone, orange zone and green zones. That means most of them are not allowed to move out of the country. The transportation and communication system have collapsed. Our railway is not moving in a very free manner. Even the goods trains are it's very much hard enough to carry all those bulk amount of raw materials from one corner of the country to another country. So that's the reason why the industries are lagging behind getting the raw materials. And as there is a deficiency of raw materials, the production gets stopped. When the production lowers down, the output generation in the country will also go down. You will be having very least variety of choices. And as the production goes down, the producer with a very small amount of stock can easily increase the price depending on the situation. So there might be an inflation, that's a price hike in the country. At the same time, as because people is not having enough amount of money in their hand, that's the reason why they have reduced the aggregate demand. And as the aggregate demand had reduced, investment went down. The banking sector is nowadays not getting sufficient amount of individuals that were there having the different type of the different current account and all. The businessmen, those who were coming with bugs amount of money and depositing them every in a regular manner, they are not getting that. So the entire system, the infrastructure of the country, the banking sector of the country, the agricultural sector of the country, the industrial sector of the country, all the sectors have collapsed. Nearly there is a lockdown that ultimately had created a social distancing from the people to another people, and at the same time it is having a worse impact on the Indian economy as well as in the world economy. Now your topic of discussion will be few points. The first, we will start your project work in the soft copy as I have told for the class 9 students. You will take your, we will go to the computer desktop, you will be doing a right click, you will be getting a Microsoft Office Word, you will write that, you will rename that by writing this economics project activity, right? Now economics project 2020 within bracket you will write the Valentine. Now when you will open that, you will write this as a heading. Now after writing that as a heading on the topic, what you will do? You will actually open the entire page, and by writing different points, you have to write in a very proper manner. Now those points that you need to write is, number one, how it has affected growth and development. The first chapter what you need to, or what you have already read in your economics chapter number 1 is about growth and development. I guess you all have read that growth and development always goes hand in hand. Now this COVID-19 has had a negative impact on growth and thus a very negative impact on development. The country, those who were moving as a developed country, the rate of development slowed down as because the entire production activity went down. These are all up to you, from internet, from magazine, as well as from newspaper, as well as from the news channels. Whatever information you are getting, you need to write that, but just remember you need to mention your source at the end of the entire project in bibliography. Right? Next one, you need to write the factors behind the spread. If our country would have done this, if our world would have done this, if those countries would have done that, that is all up to you. Now, what are the factors that led to the spread? That means there were few factors that have led to the spread of this COVID-19. Why you are there in the red zone and why I am there in the orange zone, that actually is the reason behind those factors. If our country would have been stopped that, if our country would have been thought like that, what are your opinions and what are your views? You need to write in this segment. What are the factors that are there behind the spread of this COVID-19? Newspaper, magazine, as well as the internet might be the best source on it. The third one is the most vulnerable section. Yes, those people, those who are the marginal farmers, those who are the daily wage earners, those who were the tillers of the land, and the poor peasants, the beggars, the homeless people, they are the most sufferers. There are many number of people and many community and many society, those who have been now the vulnerable class of people. It's all up to you. You just need to short them up and just write who are the vulnerable class of people that are mostly affected with this COVID-19. Not only that, you have to also mention the factors that determines their vulnerability. Now, I am so poor that I couldn't even afford the basic amenities and necessities of my life. Because I could not afford the basic necessities of my life, that determines my vulnerability. Now, these particular points that you have just shot out, that yes sir, that this category of people are the most vulnerable, the beggars are the most vulnerable, the daily wage earners are the most vulnerable. Now my next point of our discussion is, why are they vulnerable and what is the rate of vulnerability? Are they those category people, those who are lagging behind their own sustainability? Are they those category of people, those who are so vulnerable that they require an immediate emergency, an immediate help from the government? Are there different NGOs that are helping out from the situation? You have to write this and mention this in this particular segment. The next one is the sectors that are affected mostly due to this COVID-19. There are three sectors: primary, secondary and tertiary. All the agricultural activities comes under primary activities. All the natural resource extraction comes under these primary activities. The manufacturing sector, the transformation of raw materials into any final output, comes under secondary activities. And that sector that comes in between the primary and the secondary as a connecting sector that do not produces anything, rather is helping the other two sectors to work properly. Those service sectors are a part of tertiary sector. Now, out of this primary, secondary and tertiary, which sector is the most affected? But you have to write your answer with some valid reason on that. The next topic of discussion is, what are the steps that are taken by our government to combat the COVID-19? And what are the steps that have been taken throughout the world in several countries to combat this COVID-19? Why again I'm telling you that you should not mention this as a local one, rather an entire global concept. You have to confine not only India and its effect on that, you have to confine the entire worldwide discussion on this particular topic. Why? That's because nowadays 90% of the economy are globalized. India is also a part of this global village. As because the trade relation is not only confined to our domestic national trade. That's the reason we are here earning a lump sum amount of money from abroad and even paying for the import. So export and import is very common in our economy. So we, the Indian economy, is connected with several other countries. We are connected to Bhutan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, our America, our China, our Japan, many other countries. So we are trading with several countries, and as we are trading with the several countries, we are all affected globally, not locally. That's the reason why this epidemic outbreak is having a pandemic outlook. Why this has been spread throughout the entire world? This is the reason, as because we are all connected to each other. That's the reason that Wuhan and China, where this particular situation took place, is now being spread over here. Each economy is affected. Now your topic of discussion should be confined to the global platform. There are many topics of our discussion. So this entire project discussion is not yet complete. I request all my viewers, all my students of class 10 to go through that and to complete up to the steps undertaken by the government. There are many steps. What we are doing is what? We are maintaining a social distancing. So as I am maintaining a social distancing and as you are doing the same, as you are there in your house locked down, these are the several steps that are undertaken by the government. Just chalk out all the steps, write a brief on that, and ultimately complete it up to this. Our next day's discussion will be the continuation part of this particular project work for class 10. So 9 and 10, hurry up, start doing and get the energy, and with your pen and paper, start shorting out all those topics of discussion now. Till then, stay connected, stay happy, stay safe, and maintain the social distancing. Thank you. Hope you will subscribe my video. If you like my video, please don't forget to share and give your thumbs up. Thank you. Have a very nice day.